everyone, it's JoJo and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Milk Glass Tag 2016. It's being hosted by Sweet and Simple Home. And thank you to Christina from My Kitchen Corner. She suggested that I do it. And I actually had been working on a kitchen tour video the last couple weeks. And I just decided to nix the whole idea. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the milk glass. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my collection. And then I'm just going to show you my kitchen in a whole and the way I display some of my milk glass. That way I can do both of the like 2 in 1. So it worked out really well. So thank you for Christina for suggesting it. And thank you to Sweet and Simple Home. I love milk glass, so this is the perfect video for me to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. How many pieces do you have? Well, I would estimate that I have around 50 pieces of milk glass. I have a lot of it in the kitchen, but I do have a few in the bedroom and my living room as well. What is my favorite piece? My favorite piece is this little bud vase here. It's by Fenton and it has a little hobnails on the bottom, and it belonged to my grandma. My grandma passed away in 2003 and I received it shortly thereafter from my mom. So it's very special to me, and it is what started my collecting of milk glass. So where do I find my milk glass? I find most of my milk glass thrifting at the Goodwill, and I also find it at garage sales and estate sales here and there. I do have some pieces from family members, such as the bud vase from my grandma and some pieces from my mother-in-law as well. Do I use my pieces or just display them? Well, the answer is definitely both. I do use several pieces of milk glass day to day, and then I have some just for display, as you'll see when I show you around the rest of my kitchen. What pieces do I hunt for? Well, my favorite pieces are the hobnail pieces, which are the little bumps. A lot of them are made by Fenton. This is actually my newest piece. I found this last week thrifting, and it still has a little paper tag on it, and it's Fenton. And I also really like the ones that have the ruffles on the top. Those are my favorite. Why did I decide to start collecting milk glass? Well, obviously, after I received my bud vase, I thought it was so pretty, and I just wanted some more. And so, about a year ago, I decided to redo my entire kitchen, and it is a work in progress. There are still many things that I would like to hunt for my kitchen, but little bit by little bit, as far as thrifting and estate sales, my kitchen is definitely coming together. So when you see the rest of my kitchen, you will probably recognize many things I put in my haul video, just because I find little things at a time. So same for milk glass, I find little pieces here and there. Do I have any tips for collectors? New collectors. Well, my tip would be you do not have to spend a lot of money on milk glass. So just, find the pieces that you love. And here in Ohio, I see milk glass, it's a dime a dozen. I see it everywhere. And so I just pick out the pieces that are special to me, something that I look for, but I never pay a lot of money for them. And then the last question is, can you see some of my collection or my whole collection? And so that's when I'm going to start showing you the rest of my kitchen, and you'll be able to see how I display my milk glass as well as other pieces in my kitchen. But I'm going to go ahead and start over here. Well, I'll start with my table here. I decided to put the very first tablecloth that I had from my first YouTube video back in January back on. I do need to steam it, I realized that. But I decided to display the cake stand the way I did also in the first video. And I just added some pieces on here. So that's my kitchen table, and I really would like a Formica table with the chairs, and that is something I'm looking for. Here is my shelf that holds my half aprons that my husband had been working on. And I think I'm actually going to do a whole video on the aprons themselves, because some of them are so pretty, and I would love to show you a little more in detail. Over here I have my bar cart, which I've showed you, and I'm sorry, it is getting ready to rain, so it's really dark here in the kitchen. And then my chairs. Let me move back this way. This is the part of my kitchen you have not seen yet. This is a view from walking into my kitchen. My house was built in the 40s, and this kitchen was a new addition. When we moved in, it had been done shortly before that. So We have recently we painted the cabinets. I chose different colors for the insert of the cabinet, and like I said, we're just kind of like working on it little by little. I do have some milk glass pieces here as my centerpiece. I'll show you that. And then let me back this way real quick and I'll show you, this is the metal bar cart that I got from Goodwill not that long ago. And there's the easel that I did for the $5 Goodwill challenge. And I decided to chalkboard on here just because it was a little bit smaller and it fit great on the bar cart. And I added little magnet hooks on the side, one for a tea towel, and then over here for my trivet and my hot pads, my crocheted ones. And there's a couple pieces of milk glass there for you. And then over here, I have a spice chart. And this is from the 60s, and it just has, I just love the graphic on it. The little graphics there. So calendars, muscle cars. I thought it went well with the kitchen. Last year was Doctor Who, and I think I like that one a little bit better, but I figured the muscle car one fit in. Here is the top of this cabinet. The little mixer to the right was my mom's when she was little. And then the little cast iron stove was mine. It was given to me by my grandma. And the cookie jar and the salt and pepper shakers are Lupton. And that is Miss Priss, the little kitty cat. Let me show you the inside here. So on the top of my shelf, I have my tea towels and my doilies. I'm sorry, my hands are so shaky today. I really think I had too much coffee. I'm sorry. So I have my salt and pepper shakers, and those were my great-grandma's. And there's the bottom. And then I have some of my favorite postcards. New York City is one of my favorite places in the world. I love to go there. And I love Ricky Nelson and Doris Day, so I have some of those. And then, again, Doris Day, Rock Hudson. Whoops. Okay, so I'm gonna move on this way. Here's my little shopping bag. I'll close this door so I can move a little closer here. And here's the top of those cabinets. I'm sorry, it's so dark. Really wish it was more sunny out. This is a picture that my son did for me. I love it, isn't it cute? He drew that for me for my birthday last year. And then I just have some magnets on the side here. My little storage thing here for my notepads and things. I have an isomat, which is it crushes ice. And then I have my K-Cups, and I'm gonna be doing the one box challenge also by Sweet and Simple Home. And I took out my my caddy that held my K-Cups, and I replaced it with a candy jar with a turquoise lid because I thought it fit better here, and I like that. There's my Ellie Smith jar. It's called Moon and Stars, and this is Amberina. You can't see it. It's really not all red. It has a little orange tone to it, and I just put my utensils in there. Here's the inside of this cabinet. It's got all my vintage juice jars, my siesta-ware mugs, a milk glass hen on the nest, and there's my larger one. This is one of my favorite mugs. Whoops, sorry, I bumped my arm. This is a hand-painted milk glass mug, and I love it. It's so pretty. So that's that. I have another hen on the nest down there. Here's my tea towels that I use as my curtains. I'll go down here. Here's my Pyrex. I use two sponges, one for hand washing, which is this one, and then my other one for my other dirtier dishes. Okay, so here's the top. That one, more Pyrex. Couple planners. I really like this planner. There you can't see the girl too well because the light's shining down, but she actually looks like Elsa from Frozen. Her dress is white with like little blue flowers on it. She's so pretty. I'll show you my cabinet real quick here. This is my cabinet. I have my aluminum sherbet dishes up there. My glasses, the ones with the white roses, belong to my grandma. And then my Pyrex milk glass lime dishes. More little hobnail cream sugar. So that's that. I have my Lufton Bluebirds down here with my cookbooks. And then in here, this old filing cabinet, I have recipes. So my recipes in there. A cookie jar. This is an olive oil bottle I love. My best friend got that for me from a store in Maryland. And it is from a convention in Cleveland in, let's see what it says, 1956. It's so cool. I use that for my olive oil bottle. And then this cabinet here has more Pyrex, aluminum. These are my everyday bowls I use. More salt and pepper shakers. Here's the top of those. Hope I'm not moving too fast for everybody. I just want to show you everything. These are Echo brand, but the set is called Best Made. And I actually have the original box that goes with that. I love those. So I'm going to just move back a little bit for you here. And that is basically my kitchen in a whole. So thank you so much again for this tag. I absolutely love milk glass, and this was perfect. I think this worked out well. So thank you so much for watching the video today. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful day.